Okay, since we did Hong Kong Fubi, I thought why not add this one to the list as well.
Set free by the teen angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first superhero, Captain Caveman. Now the constant companion to the teen angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy in their hilarious and sometimes scary mystery missions. Get ready for Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels.
Someone thought of this as a dope idea, right? Who put these three ladies going out wherever they were going out to teen angels, and they happen to stumble upon this cave with a frozen caveman who's the first super. It's such a random idea, yet it's something that we sat down to watch. Just like Hong Kong Phooey, I never rushed to go and see Captain Caveman, but I still watched it. It wasn't my main go-to cartoon, but I still watched it. Yeah. So someone sat down, came up with this idea, and pitched it to Hanna-Barbera. I didn't even know how many cartoons were attached to the studio. Back to my point earlier on, if you're someone who can't do the drawing, you're going to have, it's like a cosmic balance. The universe creates people with these ideas and gifts and talents to create stories, cartoons, animation, movies, whatever it is, all these concepts. And it needs a place to showcase these skills, gifts, talents, and ideas, and then enters studios like Hanna-Barbera and all other studios who have probably bought the rights. It's a win-win. I don't even know if the relationship then was, troublesome and people were getting scammed left, right, and center, or people were being greedy like, oh, you need our studio if you want your work to be seen on TV and whatnot. Maybe then it was bad, but at least it's something. And when you learn from that, you grow from that, and you then become your own studio and say, that treatment I had from Hanna-Barbera, for example, or that treatment I had from Fox or whatever, I wouldn't allow that to be my legacy. I'm going to open my own studio, save up enough money, find like-minded people, find people who agree with my ethos of being open to letting other people come and say, showcase your work. This is a working relationship. This is not a dog eat dog, or I crap on you, or I drain your soul and I force you to create and create. No. It serves, whatever we create will serve us and others. I don't even know what word. Is it cyclical? It takes care of itself. It takes care of us, it takes care of others, and we can be mindful of what we put out there. We can be very specifically saying this is a rated R series, this is a series for children, this is a series that's open to everyone.
Shut up and take my money!
So shout out to Hanna-Barbera. Again, I don't know of any behind the scenes nefarious or dark stories or painful things that went on, people who weren't paid, people who got fired, people who had ideas stolen, and then I don't know. But just looking at it bird's eye view as a simple schematic and whatnot, I wonder how many other companies were out there like Hanna-Barbera, because when I figured out how many cartoons were attached to the studio, I was like, dude,
he ain't lying.
Put all these cartoons in their own categories, Bugs Bunny and all these stuff, action cartoons, soft card, whatever you want to call them, and with all their respective seasons and episodes, all remastered, audio and visual looking crisp and clean as best as possible, even if it's 720p, not even 1080p. I'm not saying 4K. If you want to remaster it 4K, I'm surprised at all this talk of AI here and AI there and AI this and AI that. AI can't do a simple, I say simple because they make it sound like this AI is practically a demigod. Yeah. Is it really that hard to get a platform or platforms to work together and do whatever they need to do? Or is it a rights thing where the rights are so expensive no one wants to touch it? If so, then I just keep my mouth shut. But it's a shame. It's a shame that I can't sit down and show these cartoons to my son. Not only is it nostalgia and childhood memories, today you can draw parallels of the past influence in our present. How does it work? Was it deliberate or unintentional? All these things you can just draw correlations and say, yo, we were talking about this 15, 25, 35 years ago, and to this day we're still on the same topic or subject. Some of these cartoons touch on some real things, and again, it makes sense that they did because they were made by adults.
That's right.
Here we go.
Classic. The first time I saw this cartoon, I thought it was a dope cartoon. I thought it was a dope. The first time I saw this intro, I thought, oh, yo, this is nice. Because it reminded me of Cops.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
The other part of these cartoons, not only is it dialogue, like I said, voiceovers and getting grown men and women to come to the studio and read dialogue on script that they'd be like, this is very strange, this is weird and whatnot. Only fast forward to now see how much of an impact what they did then, what they would have seen as gimmicky, childish maybe, unserious, like where is this going, what's the point of this? Fast forward in 2025, I'm doing a cartoon intro reaction video on a platform called YouTube that when it was started had a different intention. Everything's connected, man.
Message!
Someone who sat down to write the lyrics for the Inspector Gadget intro. So you come up with the idea. It's a man with all these tools and gadgets in his body, yada yada yada. I don't even know the full backstory of Inspector Gadget. I don't know if it's partly
Wait a minute.
This is technically an android, right?
Well, duh.
I just clicked. He's like RoboCop, but in the cartoon version. He's not human anymore.
That's right.
So this is a concept that someone came up with, or a group of people came up with. And then to sell this idea and this content in this cartoon, you then hire people who will write the lyrics and then record the audio. And then voila, even the people who came together and put the whole instrument and the whole, song together. Dun, 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 Inspector Gadget. Dun, 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 dun. Hoo hoo. I love everything that it took to bring all these cartoons to life, from concept to paper to writing to animation to the studios and then to the people who made the intros. Everyone involved I respect, and I'm deeply grateful and thankful for, because fast forward to this day, I'm making a video showing appreciation for how these cartoons and the sounds of these cartoons, the intros, impacted me growing up as a child.
He ain't lying.
That's the power of planting a good seed.
That boy is good.
Something that some people would have mocked, mimicked, ridiculed. Fast forward today, I'm showing appreciation. There are probably a lot of people who don't like Inspector Gadget cartoon, but here I am today.
Nice.
The whole composition is crazy. Isn't that low-key like Mission Impossible? This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Inspector Gadget. Ooh, Inspector Gadget. Nah, you gotta be, I don't think you're in the regular mindset to make an intro like that. Some of these intros feel like they came from outer space. That's why I keep making jokes. I don't know what people were smoking, what mushrooms they were taking, what they were sipping to come up with these cartoon intros, but they stick. They just work. How many variations did these guys go through? That's why every time I do these videos, I'm always dumbfounded as to where you have to go to get the idea and then come back. What makes you feel this is the one? Out of all the other renditions you all went through, what makes your soul say, this is the one that will rock their world? You can just play these intros without watching the cartoon itself and still get that same nostalgic feeling. Yo, it's a powerful, powerful thing to be able to do, man. It's a powerful thing. Creativity, I don't mess with it, boy. I don't mess with it. Even me creating this video is a way to honor their creativity. Let me hear, yeah! It'd be cool to even have these guys at a Comic-Con or even a live event where we can all interact, That would be a powerful live. You could just sit down and watch a live with the people who came up with the idea, the voice actors, the composers of the cartoon intros. That would be a dope ass live.
He ain't lying.
Last but not least, this one is a classic one I almost forgot to do. I forgot to do it in my previous cartoon 80s 90s cartoon intro series, but when I found it on YouTube yesterday, I thought, yo, I gotta add this onto the list.
These are the tales of the skeleton warriors.
This one is a crazy intro as well. Crazy intro. Skeleton warriors. It must have been a quick session for these guys in the studio. Skeleton warriors. Easily a quick session for them. Skeleton Warriors. Someone thought of this thing. Someone or a group of people came together and thought, let's do this. Fast forward, it became Skeleton Warriors. I don't even remember anything about this cartoon. It looks like it's post-apocalyptic, of course. But how the skeletons came to life and how they have their own separate names, whether they were human beings before, or they look like they're human skeletons, but what possessed them, what took over them, how has all this happened, I don't know. Some of these people probably sat on ideas for ages and couldn't produce it because of whatever was obstructing them.
That's right.
Anyway, if I make this video 2-3 hours long with anger, that's me done for now. I'm gonna sit down and edit this video. I got other things to do as well. Like I spilled my guts earlier on. There's other things I really want to talk about, and it's also in the line of creativity, creative expression, and our talents, gifts, and abilities, and what we've been chosen to do, what we're here to do, and how we should execute these things. And how some of us have been influenced by outside energies as well to then, deter us or derail us. And some of us have been, like I said earlier on, stunted by, if not our parents, if not grandparents, if not family members, strangers, our parents' friends, who have no right to just come into your life and just say you shouldn't be doing this. Can you imagine someone who didn't give birth to you telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing? And then when you ask the person, how do you know what I should and shouldn't be doing? They can answer that question. You don't have the direct line to God. And if you had the direct line to God, I'm one of those children who would have challenged you. How is it that you can call on God and my parents can't? And what makes you think I don't have the direct line to God? There were some very, very wicked people, now that I'm not old and I remember back, very, very wicked people that affected some of us growing up in our childhood. When I sit down and I think back to certain things, and I remember certain catchphrases that certain people used to say, or certain dialogues some adults said around me, when I step out of it and look at it as a third person watching the whole thing, I damn dare say it was intentional, some of these things that were being said. Because if you think about it, you're observing a child being in the most purest form, a child being in its most purest form. There's environmental influence, there's genetic influence, there's ancestral influence for sure. But with those three things, you'd have to be tapped into the elixir of the divine to know exactly which one of those things are playing this child, especially if you're not the parent of the child.
Message.
So if you haven't been given the divine designation to inform the parents, this child is skilled in so and so. Don't let him or her play with so and so things. Only allow them to watch these things and that thing. Instead, you just came with ego, disrespect. As a grown adult, you're talking to a child is still a level of disrespect because you don't know that child's divine creed. You don't. So it's a level of disrespect, and I don't care because you're the adult. I don't care.
Message.
As a child, I swallowed a lot of bullshit. Now that I'm a lot older, I can see where certain things were said so many times over and over again in my head, and it affected my growth, my comprehension skills, how I see the world or how I saw the world. The way I understood things and still understand things. Certain things still affect me till this day.
He ain't lying.
What erodes more is when you speak out, because you're releasing this tension and this pain and this frustration, and in some way navigating so that when someone else watches this video, he or she feels seen, heard, and known, and say, hey, I thought I was the only one who went through that thing as well. It's good to see, no matter, even though it's painful, it's also good to see someone else talking about it, so that way I don't feel like I'm alone. Till this day, grown men and women still feel like, oh, it must have been an isolated experience that they went through, isolated thing that was just them alone. You fast forward to this day and you don't know how many people have been affected by one or two things, calling someone fool, stupid, idiot, consistently.
Message.
Yeah, I got a few series that I'm working on, and I think from now on I'll just keep my mouth shut and I'll just release it on this channel.
Willingly.
Yes.
Anyways, peeps, as always, let me know which of these cartoons you liked in the comment section, and which other cartoons did you watch growing up that wasn't really an action cartoon, but you didn't mind watching. You didn't mind watching it because you were waiting for the other one you're looking forward to watching. Like Care Bears is cool for me, Gummy Bears is okay, but if you gave me the choice between Gummy Bears or Care Bears or Fantastic Four, I'm choosing Fantastic Four. If you gave me the choice between Captain Planet and the Raccoons, I'm choosing Captain Planet, not no raccoon nonsense.
Damn.
Let me know which soft cartoons you didn't mind because you are anticipating or looking forward to the action cartoon after that soft cartoon. As always, I have been your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host, the Kosmic Jedi, signing out. Thank you for watching.